This is Charlie Parsons for Boxing Social in association with Empire Fight Store. Delighted to be joined here with Mr. Ice Poseidon, I imagine, who is in Telford at the minute ahead of this Saturday night's boxing. How are you feeling?
I feel great. I am ready for this.
Look, let's talk a little bit about it because when the whole tag team thing was first sort of put out there, we were all like, what do we expect? Obviously, we cover the professional side of the boxing day to day, and we certainly had a few eyebrows raised, but something that seems to be quite exciting and something that we relish new and exciting sort of challenges and things in boxing. When that phone first rings, they say you're fighting in a tag team bout. What's going through your mind?
I was ready. I was like, yo, this is going to be crazy. So, of course, I mean, bro, I said yes immediately because that shit sounds crazy. And, I like doing crazy shit. I mean, this is how I think it's going to go. I'm going to go in there, don't even need to tag my partner, 1v2 motherfuckers.
Well, look, you've already given me the game plan out. I don't even, my questions are almost irrelevant now, but I'm gonna hit you with them anyway. Is it almost, you say, you love the craziness of it. Is it quite a cool feeling being able to take part in the first ever tag team boxing match in history, I suppose?
We are going to make history. It's going to be fucking crazy. They're going to look back on this in the boxing textbooks and be like, that was the first one. This is probably going to be a new genre of boxing that, and I'll be basically like Muhammad Ali of tag team boxing.
You're the Muhammad Ali of tag team boxing. Look, it's 16-ounce gloves, not the 10s that have been used before. Just in training, what have you experienced differently to sort of, I know you had that fight before. What's been different this time round? Obviously, you say you're not going to need to tag in your opponent, your teammate, but just in case you do have to, what's it been like when you're in the gym?
Well, I'll tag you my teammate. Don't worry. That's part of it. But I mean, in the gym training, well, I was in Japan for 2 months right before this. So I trained with monks.
Okay. How was that experience then? Because going from training with monks to then fighting B Dave and Pineda, that's quite a
I
contrast.
mean, it's really like the only training that I've done that would even compare to the tag team stuff is when I spar. We'll spar with somebody for 3-minute rounds, and then a new fresh person will come in for the next round, and I'll spar that person too, with like minimal break. I mean that's really the only thing you could do. I mean, I guess you could like I've never tested like let me tag this person, whatever. But I mean, it's even more fun and better if we just figure it out on the day, bro. Who needs rehearsal? Who needs training for all this shit? Just on the spot, on the day, we'll figure it out.
When, they said B Dave and Pineda, obviously we saw that fight, the legendary entrance that Pineda came in as, and obviously now sort of a bit of a superstar in this misfit space, someone that is a professional boxer, not an elite level pro by any means, but clearly proved his levels a little bit against B Dave as opposed to his spinning against KSI in the first fight. It's a step up in terms of opponent. Is it one that you feel you're ready for?
I mean, yeah, bro. I was far more intimidated by my last opponent than I am
Oh
of
wow.
Pineda. I mean, Pineda, he is like a, pro boxer, but he's I don't think he's as much of a heavy hitter as my last opponent was. The last guy, Brandon, he, walked around at like 190, 200. And, Pineda walks around at like 160. So uh, definitely not as intimidating.
B Dave obviously didn't look very good against Pineda. How much he'll be tagged into this fight, we don't know. But are you sort of
Yeah,
relishing?
B Dave, surprisingly, I'm actually a little bit more concerned about
Oh
him than
wow,
Pineda
okay.
because B Dave is, he weighs a little bit more than Pineda, and he's shorter, so he probably hits harder.
Your tag
But
team,
yeah, I mean, he's not like a super good boxer,
yeah.
so I'm not that worried about it. I mean, I'm one of the goats in boxing, so
You seem like a man who's very, very confident.
whether that's a good thing or bad thing, I don't know.
We'll find
I
out on
just
Saturday.
I like to just always assume that I'm number one. I feel like that's the good mindset to have,
It's,
especially in boxing. You can't go
it's
in there and be like, oh, they might, be hard to beat. Like, no, fuck that. I'm gonna go in there and they have no chance against me.
That is a very good mentality to have. You look, your teammate Anthony Vargas. What have you seen of him? Have you been able to see loads? It all just seems like a bit of a shenanigans thrown together, but a fun shenanigans thrown together.
Well, I don't know how much training he has because they just signed him like days ago,
Okay.
like super last minute. So, I mean, I saw a TikTok where he smashed a cake. I mean, that was pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think, I mean, as long as he can fight at least a little bit, I mean, we'll be all right. I mean, I think he's cool. He looks fine. Doesn't look like a complete like beta, so I think we'll be all right.
But finally, from me on this tag team stuff, can I get a prediction from yourself? How does Saturday night go? Are we in for a little exciting experience for the fans? Something new?
It's definitely going to be exciting. I mean, my prediction is that it's going to be a bit of a crazy clown fest, but it'll be interesting. Like I think I'm gonna run in, I'm gonna throw like 50,000 hits, and then I'm gonna tag my partner. He's gonna throw him a bunch of hits. Someone's gonna fucking fall on the floor. They're gonna have to get up. They're gonna tag immediately. Other people are gonna run in. If you walk near me, I'm gonna side swipe him from the side of the ring. I mean, who knows? It's gonna be crazy shit, bro.
Are you even putting the referee on notice? If the referee gives you any cheeky words, you just going to slap him with a right hand as well?
I mean, bro, it's tag team boxing. This ain't like normal boxing. If the referee tries to like have a lip with me, I'm just gonna slap his ass.
Look, on a more serious note, it feels hard to go to a serious note after the conversation that we've just had. But just doing a little bit of research about you now, and I know when you quitted streaming, you were suffering with your mental battles, etc. Look, you're now in a position where you're coming off as a very personable character, able to jump on these Misfits boxing shows. How proud are you of the transition that you've made over the last couple of years?
In streaming.
Well, just in life.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty proud of myself. I mean, I have grown a lot as a person and gained a lot more confidence. Over the years, social media kind of like fucks with your confidence, and like sometimes you go through bouts of depression. But yeah, recently over the past 6 months, I'd say. I mean, the boxing stuff has really helped me with my confidence, and then that has like transitioned into streaming, and helped my confidence in streaming as well. So, I definitely am more of a well-built person now.
Well, that definitely comes off in the way that you speak. Look, we look forward to seeing you Saturday night. Just a final message to the fans. What can we expect? Misfits 005, B Dave and Pineda take on Ice Poseidon and Anthony Vargas.
You want my opinion on it?
Just a final message to the fans.
Everybody keeps saying that Pineda is going to destroy us. Well, let me tell you guys something. All because he's a pro boxer don't mean nothing, because he ain't never done something like this before. And I think he's going to be out of his comfort zone. I like Pineda, but he's going to be out of his comfort zone entirely. I love doing new things, so I think I'm going to come out on top.
Ice Poseidon, thank you very much for speaking to us at Boxing Social.